Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Friday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Mr. Scott Blake. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. It is actually a busy weekend on the Plains, a lot going on. You got baseball getting kicked off actually tonight, Eastern Kentucky. You got a ball game tomorrow. ESPN Game Day is going to be at Neville Arena, Auburn and Kentucky. That's a pretty big rivalry over the last several years. Kentucky, obviously a very, very talented team. They have struggled somewhat this year, dropping probably more than they would have anticipated, at least from what people thought their talent level was. But they are a top 25 team coming in, so that will be a challenge for Auburn. Auburn coming off a huge win over South Carolina.
Unbelievable.
On Wednesday night. So we'll talk about that a little bit. The softball in action actually yesterday and will be in action tomorrow. They have the day off there in Mexico, I'm sure, kind of taking in the sights and relaxing. A nice win for the ladies last night over Kentucky. So maybe that's a harbinger of things to come. The women getting it done, kind of blowing out the Kentucky women 78-50. So, again, a lot going on. We'll talk about this. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see if Jason Caldwell can be with us a little bit later in the show today, and maybe we may have a surprise
guest. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you never know here on the Auburn Blitz. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. We will love to get your thoughts on anything and everything. This upcoming matchup with Kentucky on Saturday, that should be a lot of fun. Saturday night, actually, on ESPN. And again, game day going to be in town. But, Scott, you were actually at the Alabama game.
I was.
A couple of games ago, sang the national anthem, did a outstanding job as always. That was a lot of fun, huh?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was. It's always fun to go down to a game, and then it's all This year they said, here are some games. I got to pick a game, so I picked the Bama game.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And because I had to get revenge from last year. I sang at the Bama game last year, and we lost. By 4 points or something. And so, anyways, we redeemed ourselves this year, but it was a lot of fun. Big crowd was crazy, and just like last night, the crowd just is down there today. I don't know if you've seen videos or footage. It's like tent city down there in Pearlville right now. There are just people.
They've already got the tents.
Yeah, Brett's son's out there in the middle of all that.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and my daughter was down there a few minutes ago, and she interviewed Pearl and did some other stuff, and it was just crazy how those kids and on the interview, Pearl said people have been calling in wanting to help the homeless people out there in tents, and he's like, they're not homeless, they're students. They're students having a good time,
Yeah.
And so there a lot of excitement on the campus today down there for sure.
I thought, I started, I see this now, and this, clearly when I was when you were there, actually basketball was pretty cool.
Basketball,
and then there
cool.
was a lull when I
Right.
was there. Now, granted, it got pretty good, 98, 99.
Yeah.
We had a couple of good years, but
Yeah.
when 96, 97, we were not very good. I mean, it was mediocre years at best. But I got to thinking, I started looking at that tent, and I started thinking, well, yeah, I would definitely have been up in the middle of that. But, college town, college age, sleeping out in a tent, that would have been a dangerous
Yeah, but
that would have been a dangerous idea. But
when we went to the game last week, we were walking through what do they call those apartments there? The village or whatever. It's right there by the arena. And there was just squished donuts, squished pizza. The crows and all the birds around there had a field day the next day. They had a lot of, but it wasn't too bad. But we saw a lot of food on the concrete. But so when I was down there, we had Frank Ford and all the Chris Morris and all those guys, and I found a way to get in the game. I didn't have to camp out. I was in the pep band, so I had an assigned seat every game, for the girls and guys. So we had a great time down there.
There were plenty seats available in beer games back in the day.
I know. When we first started dating, my wife and I would take her to ball games on Wednesday nights down there when Tommy Joe Eagles was the coach.
Yeah.
And we would walk in and go sit in the student section, get there 45 minutes to an hour early, and get center court seats for row 3, and nobody, it was, you can go sit wherever you wanted to.
Sure.
But not the case today. There are those tickets.
Not the
standing
case
room only
today.
tickets are $400 or $500 for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told this story before, but for some strange reason, Tommy Joe Eagles had his name listed in the phone book. And when I was about, 15, my brother was at Auburn, and we went up there, and I actually called him like at midnight and said, "Hey, this is Wesley. I'm in jail.
Did he answer?
He did.
He was a great guy.
He really was.
So sad. He left Auburn and then had a heart attack and died on the court.
Yeah.
He was coaching, and he had one of the players, I can't remember the guy's name. He was a good player for him. He was out there with him in a basketball camp out west somewhere.
He got a job at New Orleans.
Yeah, something like that.
think.
But he was doing a camp out west.
But never coached a down.
No,
down. Never coached to play.
His famous
Never made it.
player that he coached before he came to Auburn was Carl Malone, the mailman, Louisiana Tech.
Is that right?
He coached him at Louisiana Tech. Yeah.
Aaron Swinson was pretty.
Yeah.
He was pretty good at Auburn. He was in that day. Pat Burke, I think, came on. I think he was recruited by. Yeah, but it was. Yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That's right.
Well, let's go, back to the future here. Auburn and Kentucky, Saturday. Kentucky, again, a really good team. They have lost. They lost to Texas A&M on the road. They've lost to South Carolina on the road. Lost to Florida at home, Tennessee at home, and Gonzaga here just the other night. But
Cindy gets mad at me because before the South Carolina game, I was like, I just didn't have a great feeling because South Carolina has been playing so well. They're big, and we
Number 11 team.
We don't handle big guys real well. We proved that at Florida, and wow, we blew them out. And so I have that same feeling about tomorrow because Kentucky's got thoroughbreds at every position, and they just have not gelled this year. And I'm hoping they don't gel tomorrow.
It's the length at the guard
position
that makes you a little bit nervous
and
against Auburn's guards. Now, Trey Donaldson has really played well here in the last couple of games. The move from Denver Jones, putting him at point the other night, that was an interesting move. That was what you might see as kind of a precursor to this game.
Right, because he's got length on him, and he did pretty well. Now, he threw one bad pass one time. He tried to throw it across the court. I was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
He intercepted it. But he's –
we're good for a couple of –
yeah.
Everybody turns the ball over from times. If we can just keep it in the single digits.
But we turned them over a lot. We didn't turn over much at all. We had a couple of bad ones, but they were only like 5 or 6 turnovers the entire game. We had a great game. 40 points against a ranked team. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty spiffy, no doubt about it. You look at this, Auburn hit 12 threes against South Carolina, and 9 of them came from Jalen Simpson and Janai Broome.
Broome was 4 out of 5, and that might have been the worst thing that happened to us the entire night, because now, I don't know if you saw they were in the locker room after the game, and KD was all over him. You're a real shooter. You're a real shooter. I'm like, don't tell him that.
Yeah.
No, but he was on fire. He missed his first one, and he hit 4 in a row.
Well, I think that's what they told him, with the when he did the scouting with the NBA. If you can improve your shot, making ability out there, especially around the three. And he's done that. He's worked. You could tell he's worked hard on it.
Right.
And I'm used to, at the beginning of the year, I was like, no, every time. Now I'm like, okay. I mean, if he can make them at this pace,
right,
you turn him loose out there. And plus, you bring a big out from down low, it makes it a little bit easier to rebound. It makes it certainly more difficult to guard him. So,
the one concern, Holloway only had like 8 minutes in the whole game. He didn't play much the other night, and he's got to figure it out. But he's actually a pure shooter, but he's just not on his game right now.
It makes you wonder. Yeah, I mean, is the light going to come on? Maybe it doesn't come on this year, but it's not uncommon for a freshman to come in and struggle like this, and maybe late in the year, maybe when the pressure's off a little bit, maybe when they, figure out how to relax a little bit,
right?
That shot starts falling. So hopefully that will happen for him. We will see. But he just needs that one game where, he makes about three or four from outside, and I think that would really get him going. At least I certainly hope. He's too talented to play.
He's so quick, and he can handle the ball really well. He just, but he doesn't have the size that Donaldson has or Denver has.
No.
But anyways, they're fun to watch. Hope it's a fun game tomorrow. 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock tomorrow.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, I think. 6 o'clock on ESPN. That may be Eastern, but I think it's 6. We are up against our first break here on the Auburn Blitz, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. with the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau tri-tunes, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our best rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
I wish I was better with names, but
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Scott here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. It is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern. They are playing at 6 o'clock. It's just not here.
right. Depends on where you are.
5 o'clock Central Time. So, yeah, my mistake on that. 5 o'clock on ESPN. Auburn and Kentucky tomorrow. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around Central Alabama for all of your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Got a little bit of everything there, and they can beat the big box store. Also, Central Alabama Community College, great place to get a great education right here in Central Alabama. 4 campuses, Alexander City, Childersburg, Talladega, and Prattville. Whether you're looking for a 2-year technical degree or just taking care of your basics before you transfer to a 4-year institution, Central Alabama is the place for you. Certainly we can attest to that, absolutely. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation for all of your needs, whatever they might be, commercial or residential. No job is too big. No job is too small. Quality work and quality people there. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. Give them a call today, 334-531-0199. 334-531-0199. Looking around the SEC as well, Texas A&M traveling to Alabama tomorrow. Maybe the Aggies will do us a favor. We could use a little help as Auburn is 1 game behind.
Isn't that a song? Get by with a little help from our friends?
I think so.
Yeah, Buzz is a friend, I think.
Well, hopefully so.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Alabama has been playing extremely well.
They have.
I mean, outside of coming to Auburn, they have looked really, really good. They still continue to be one, if not the top scoring team in the entire country, putting up triple digits left and right. So, but Texas A&M has been playing well, so we'll certainly be rooting for the Maroon tomorrow.
That's right.
In Tuscaloosa. Right. Arkansas at Mississippi State. That's kind of a Midland game.
Mississippi State will win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vanderbilt at Tennessee. Vanderbilt coming off a big win over Texas A&M.
I know.
In Nashville. That one a bit surprising
Well,
on Tuesday night.
On the road is tough on everybody.
It is at that for sure. Florida going to Georgia. Don't call it the cocktail party. This one's actually in Athens, but Florida been playing extremely well. LSU at South Carolina. South Carolina, how do they respond to getting humiliated?
I bet they play well tomorrow. They're at home. They don't like the way that 40-point loss tastes, I guarantee you.
LSU's probably good medicine.
Yes.
And Missouri is at Ole Miss. Missouri being the worst team in the conference, Ole Miss being pretty good there at the Pavilion. So you would expect probably Ole Miss to take care of that game.
I think we have a caller.
Yeah, I think we have a call.
I just mashed this button right here, right?
Let's see what happens. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Well, look at there.
Hey, celebrity guest with us.
That's right.
Miss Lyndon. I'm not sure if I know her last name.
Well, it's her officially on TV or on this.
She's still
Lyndon Blake.
okay.
Legally, she's Lyndon Balyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yes, please. Chad will be really happy that y'all referred to me as Lyndon Balyo.
Yes, that's right. But yeah, she's on her way back from. She's been down in Auburn today. She got to interview the man and got to see all the tent city. Tell us about what all you saw down there today and what's going on in Auburn today.
Yeah, I was down there obviously because we wanted to see all the tents in Pearlville and all that's already been set up. I don't know if you guys know, but there was the first tent that was set up with about 7 minutes left in the South Carolina game Wednesday night. So when the students left that game, they were like, oh no, we've got to go pick up our tent rentals and get out there because the line, one person starts the line. And so they all were out there Wednesday night, and they were all planning to go out there Thursday during the day. Like, they knew they would have to be out there early, but they actually went Wednesday night. So they've spent Wednesday night, Thursday night, and they're going to spend tonight there before the game tomorrow. But inside the arena, I didn't even know we were going to go in there, but that's where we talked with Bruce Pearl. You can see game day getting set up for tomorrow in the set, and all the cameras and the players doing their interviews for their game day spots tomorrow, like Dylan Cardwell was in there. And it's just really cool to see how much prep goes into a big production like that, even for me who, sees the production go every single day. But it's nice. It's going to be really excited. I talked to the game day staff, and they said they love coming to Auburn, and it's kind of a regular occurrence now for basketball.
Last 4 years in a row is what Bruce said, I think.
Yep.
I bet Dylan Cardwell is a fun interview because he is just.
Oh, he's hilarious. I wish I got to talk to him, but he was in like the little hype room where they do all their photos and stuff, but the doors closed to doing this interview there.
Right. So he does videos during the off season. He goes and videos himself with the swim and diving team, and he goes and meets with the volleyball girl. He's all about. Bruce has trained him well. He's all about. We're at everything school. That's what Dylan. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's doing really well. But I was also talking to some of the Auburn cheerleaders, and they were saying that yesterday. So people set up their tents, and there's obviously a place there. I was talking to some guys. They said that you could rent your tent because not everyone owns them. Because you don't just go to college and think you're going to buy a tent. You're going to save that money for other fun things. But you can rent a tent. But then they said they saw people like bringing out couches from their dorms and chairs from their dorms right there at the village where it all is. And so that was really funny. Like, they truly move Auburn-owned furniture out of the dorms on campus to sit and hang out and have a good time.
Yeah. Lots of fun down there. Lots of fun. Lots of things going on the campus.
It is so much going on. And then obviously it's the Outlive game, and I don't know how many people know this, but I thought this is really cool. Back in September, Outlive, they do a lot with the Mike Fry Foundation for prostate cancer research, and we had a big fundraiser, the Blue Shoe Ball for Mike Fry Foundation back in September in Birmingham. And normally it is not on a Friday. It's normally during the week. And there's been times Bruce is normally there in person. You have Calipari there in person. But they weren't there this year. But they came together. And I do not remember what family at the event won this. But on the auction table was an entire weekend for this weekend in Auburn. You get to have dinner with Calipari, dinner with Bruce, go watch the teams practice. You're staying, I think, at the Collegiate or whatever new hotels are down there. Mm-hmm. And just such a fun weekend. So that's all going on, too. So not only is Bruce Pearl doing all his game day stuff, obviously coaching, doing all his outlift stuff, he's going to go spend dinner with some fans as well, too.
Well, I'm sure every minute of his day, today, tonight, in the morning, is taken up. You know, it's
yeah, and like he's still, doing coaching things and checking in with advisors for the players. Like there's just so much that goes into it, and so that's why I was super grateful he gave us 5 minutes of his day. I was like, thank you, because he's in and out, has so many obligations.
I bet his life is taken up nearly about every minute.
Right, especially during the season for sure. Even in the off season.
Oh yeah, you think your Google Calendar is filled up when you just have one thing to do every single day of the week. Like imagine having 15 places you have to be at a certain point during the day. And that's his life.
That's right.
And it's awesome.
Well, Lyndon, we're up against a break here. Thank you so much for the phone call. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me, Lyndon Blake, on Instagram and Lyndon Blake on Twitter and Facebook. And, of course, if you get WBRC Fox 6, tune in. We're on air every morning from 4 a.m. Don't know who watches that early, till 10 a.m.
Wow. Thank you for the phone call.
All right.
Y'all have fun. War Eagle, bye.
Bye.
War Eagle, be careful. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen-printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters. Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dayville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction is your trusted choice for construction site clearing and grading for new home construction, underground utilities and site work, concrete paving, storm drain installation, fish ponds, and slough dredging. No job is too big or too small. Call Alexander at J.A. Smith Construction at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. J.A. Smith Construction, your trusted choice for construction.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Scott here with you. Only about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Be sure to stay tuned with us for the next segment. Jason Caldwell from Auburn Undercover will be with us. We'll get his thoughts on this Kentucky matchup and everything going on, softball, baseball. We'll try to squeeze everything in if we can. But we do mention baseball getting underway tonight, 6 o'clock. That will be on the SEC Network Plus. So the digital streaming, 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. Chase also gets the start tonight to kick things off for the season. Joseph Gonzalez will go on Saturday, and Carson Myers will get the start on Sunday. So interesting, you know. Herbert Holtz was a guy that got a lot of the starts last year. I thought he might get a start here, but we'll see. I'm sure Bruce is going to kind of tinker with the pitching staff, and it's a very deep pitching staff. Auburn returning 80% of the innings pitched, basically, from last year.
Plus Gonzalez, who didn't pitch at all.
He pitched like the first
game or something.
The first series, and then he was done, for the rest of the year.
And he's supposed to be the ace.
Hopefully he comes back. If he comes back 100%, and like he did pitching basically where he was as a junior or sophomore, I guess it would have been, Auburn's going to be in business. That's going to be, if he come back, let's all, good grief, let's hope his shoulder holds up and we can get some good luck as far as injuries are concerned, because Auburn has had their share for sure.
Well, he's had basically over a year he's been recouping, you know.
Yeah.
And it's almost 2 years basically.
Almost two, pretty much. Auburn beginning the 75th season at Plainsman Park against Eastern Kentucky, a team they have never played a single time. 7-1 in season openers and 8-0 in home openers under Butch Thompson. That bodes well. Auburn outscored its opponents 76-18 in the last 8 home openers. So not only winning, but winning big. 2024 roster, 40 players, 21 returners, 19 newcomers. So half the team is new this year.
But we got experienced pitchers.
But it's a deep pitching staff, a veteran pitching staff. Just the at the plate, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, at the plate and in the field, it could be interesting finding out who some of these guys are.
Plus, we have a new look. They've revamped the stadium.
Yes, they have, and going to be working on it all year long.
Right. So the what do you call it, behind the plate? The area behind the plate has been so huge for years. Now they've tightened it up some because they've put about 3 rows of seats all the way around behind home plate.
David, our cohort, actually got tickets on Sunday in the
new section.
In the new section. So he said they're going to be next year. I think they're going to be reserve seats, but
I'm sure
you can get them this year. So we'll see. And then there's the student section out in right
field,
right center, right field. That is now elevated where they can see above the fence, and then on down the first base line, they'll be working on that. And then in a couple of years, or maybe next year, seats up on the monster. That's going to be fun.
That would be fun, yeah.
And the way they've got it done, it's going to be really neat. A little walking,
down the third
standing area there.
Third base line all the way out. They've got general seating out there, and you can bring your own folding chair, and that's fun to be out there.
Oh yeah. Up against another break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Jason Caldwell from Auburn Undercover. Right after this.
76% of nurses say they went into the profession because they wanted to help patients. No matter the reason you decided to become a nurse, you have all the tools needed to advance your degree at Jacksonville State University. Our Master's in Nursing program is now offered fully online and can be completed in less than 2 years. You can customize a flexible course schedule so you can receive your advanced education degree all while working on the front line. JSU Nursing, your opportunity to advance your career and serve your community.
Egg rolls are back at Zaxby's. They're hand-rolled and come with a delicious sweet and spicy dipping sauce. But enough from me. Let the egg rolls do the talking. And there you have it. 2 for $3 egg rolls. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
The Main Street Alexander City Chili and Gumbo Cook-Off is coming Saturday, February 17th from noon to 3 in the Court Square parking lot downtown Alex City with live music, great food, and a kids zone. Adults get in for $20 and try all the great food. Kids 12 and under get in free. It's the Main Street Alexander City Chili and Gumbo Cook-Off coming Saturday, February 17th from noon to 3 downtown Alex City.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
fried chicken, and wontons, and teriyaki glaze, and an egg roll. Some people think the Zaxby's Sensation Salad is too delicious to be a salad. Yep, that's why we call it a salad. The Zaxby's Sensation Salad. Zaxby's.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Scott here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. We're going to go to the phone line. Welcome in our good friend, Mr. Jason Caldwell from Auburn Undercover. Jason, how's everything going with you today?
Good, guys. How about y'all?
Good.
Doing really well. Well, a lot going on in and around campus. It's that time of year where spring sports and winter sports are kind of colliding here, but a lot of fun. Big game tomorrow, game day here, Auburn and Kentucky. How do you see this matchup, Jason?
What rule?
I think we.
You got me? Hello?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, hard to bet against Auburn playing at home the way they played for much of the last few years. Just a different area. Coming off, I would say probably the most basketball team. I don't think they're
having a little trouble connecting with Jason Caldwell. I think we're in a dead spot somewhere along the way. But are you still with us, Jason?
I think.
Taking on my end, so.
There,
yeah.
Can you hear me?
There you are.
Yeah, you guys are kind of dragging. I don't know if it's here.
Yeah, I tell you what, we may just try to connect a little bit later. I think. Yeah, okay. Appreciate it, Jason. Thank you so much. Jason, in a well somewhere, trying to figure things out. But
he's on the back 40 somewhere.
If Jason was here,
yes.
I know that he would say, yeah, this is a difficult matchup, but it is, as he did say, it's hard to bet against Auburn at home for sure.
I know, but it's Kentucky.
It is Kentucky. It will be a fantastic matchup as far as, the hype and everything, the atmosphere.
And they've not had a big win this year. They've had wins, but they've not had a big win. And this is
right.
Oh, goodness.
They're
capable.
kind of a little desperate, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at this point, Luke dropping that couple of games in a row there, Florida and Tennessee. But again, Bruce said it earlier that this is not a great matchup for us. They're big guards against ours, but to me, it comes back to, and David and I talked about this earlier, Jalen Williams. If we can find a way to get him going early, it seems, clearly Broome and Williams down low are the biggest strength. When those two guys play well, Auburn runs away.
And as William goes, so does Auburn. And against Florida is like, and I hate to talk negative, but he wasn't in that game. He didn't show up, and you can see it in his eyes. He had the deer in the headlight look on that game, and he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
And it seems like a couple things went wrong, and all of a sudden he was just in a funk. And but he's playing hard, we're hard to beat.
No question about it. And for whatever reason, that game, that was our one really bad game this year. That's the only game that has kind of gotten away from Auburn. That game down in Florida on the road. Everybody has it's an excuse, but it's one that gets tiresome. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody's struggling on the road. Everybody in the country is struggling on the road.
Someone sent me a stat on Auburn's road record the past 5 years, and I wish I knew who sent it. I'd pull it up. But, of course, it's below 500 on the road for the past 5 years. And the stat was ugly, but we're still the third best road team in the league.
I think it was the last 7 years.
Maybe. We're still the third best road team in the league.
That was the one in out of conference and in conference.
Yes, exactly.
Number 3, which is, I mean, you know, Auburn overall had like the best record in the league, right? And so you've got to play well and do that. So we're getting our share, and you know, able to go on the road and beat an Ole Miss, and able to go on the road and obviously beat Vanderbilt, which that doesn't sound like a lot this year, but hey, any win on the road is a good win.
Pretty much every road game I've watched on TV this year, except for Florida, we've had a huge crowd there.
Yeah.
I mean, at Vandy, you could hear, you know, when Vandy was shooting free throws in their home gym, we were louder than their fans were, cheering against us when we're shooting free throws.
Right.
And was it Ole Miss too? We had a ton of people over there, and you could just hear the Auburn fans cheering. That has to make the home crowd upset.
Auburn, really.
Yeah.
Auburn travels well, that's for sure.
Florida's a little bit too far to ride down there, I guess, and we didn't have as many down there. But we travel. If you want to watch us play and you don't have season tickets, you got to go on the road, basically.
Oh yeah. That's the only time I ever hardly get to see us play. Is when I get a chance to go on a road trip.
Right.
I was hoping to be able to go to Mississippi State, and had some tickets to go this year, but wasn't able to make it for unforeseen circumstances. But nonetheless, that's okay. Switching gears just a little bit, the softball team did get a couple of nice wins after, a little bit of a up and down first tournament, the Tiger Invitational, down in Mexico this weekend. Beat Wichita State on Wednesday 8-6. Wichita State, I think, was a pretty they won over 40 games last year, if I'm not mistaken. So not a bad team. That's a good win. They beat UC Davis 6-3 yesterday. Shelby Lowe got the win there, got her first win of the year. And then number 13, Utah, Auburn and Utah have a scoreless pitching duel. Matty Penta goes 7 innings, gives up nothing, 5 strikeouts there. Auburn scores in the bottom of the 7th inning, walks a run in to win 1-0 in that one. So good, and Utah number 13 in the country.
Right. I know we have a break coming, but we got a hot take right here from Patrick Judkins. I got a hot take, he says. He said Auburn will win by single digits tomorrow.
Single digits?
Single digits tomorrow. It'll be the first time we've done that all year at home.
Yes, it will be.
Yeah.
First win, I think, overall. It wasn't double
Blowout.
digits.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Of the year. I'll take any win.
Right.
Any amount, for sure. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
When drinking, take a sober ride home, not someone's life. Alabama has a code of the road, and knowing it helps you follow it. This is a message from your Alabama Department of Transportation.
J.A. Smith Construction is your trusted choice for construction site clearing and grading for new home construction, underground utilities and site work, concrete paving, storm drain installation, fish ponds, and slough dredging. No job is too big or too small. Call Alexander at J.A. Smith Construction at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. J.A. Smith Construction, your trusted choice for construction.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Catch a ride, not a buzz.
Hey, can you come get me?
Being buzzed still counts. Alabama has a code of the road, and knowing it helps you follow it. This is a message from your Alabama Department of Transportation.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Friday afternoon. Thank you again to Russell Dewitt Center, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Central Alabama Community College for their sponsorship of today's show. Certainly could not do it without them. Three quality corporate partners here, all of them tremendous at what they do. So go and check them out if you would. Certainly, we would appreciate it, and they would as well. Scott, again, a big weekend, Auburn and Kentucky, game day on campus, 5 o'clock on ESPN. You got baseball tonight, 6 o'clock, Plainsman Park, and then on Saturday at 1 and on Sunday at 1. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. I think it will. I think the rain is kind of backed off a little bit, but it's going to be a little chilly.
It's going to be chilly tomorrow.
Going to be a little cool. Going to be a nice day today. Maybe it'll, be fair. Probably get a little cool tonight, but 1 o'clock in the afternoon it should be. Even if it is a little cooler, if the sun is out, it'll be fine.
Right.
And then Auburn women go on the road to Tuscaloosa and play them on Sunday. That is the 18th at 2 o'clock on the SEC Network Plus. So if you're looking for some women's basketball there.
I'm watching us here on the Facebook, see somebody making comments, and you said Tuscaloosa. It didn't understand what you said.
It did not.
It didn't pick it up. It said Tusca.
Softball in action on Saturday. That would be at number 7 Clemson, a matchup with them That should be very interesting. So I wonder what Auburn's going to do. Pinto, will she go again, or will Mickey Dean dip into the pitching staff a little bit deeper? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it's been a good weekend for Auburn softball as they started out again 1-1-1. Now they're 4-1-1. So hopefully we'll get to 5-1-1 with a matchup there.
We have a comment from our own David Jones. He just got Kentucky tickets. He says he won't sleep at all tonight.
Are you going to be in Tent City?
Yeah.
Nah, he's already got his tickets, I guess.
That's right.
Okay. Well, congratulations, David. He's got connections.
Yeah, he's connected.
He's more connected than the mafia, I think. We'll see, though. He can tell me all about it on Monday for sure. Hopefully he can pull us through, though. He seemed to have had some good luck since he's been there.
I hope so.
All right, it is February the 16th. On this day, we'll say happy birthday to Hugh Beaumont. You asked me who that was a while ago.
That's right.
Mr. Cleaver.
Mr. Cleaver.
On who didn't love Leave It to Beaver.
That's right.
He was the dad, of course, born on this day 1909, died in 1982. Sonny Bono, born on this day 1935, killed in a skiing accident, right?
Hit a tree. Went off the ledge and hit a tree.
That's crazy. Senator from
he got, in California.
Or representative.
He was the mayor.
Was he mayor?
He was mayor.
Okay, was that what it was?
Of one of the towns out somewhere around L.A., somewhere out that way.
Okay.
He was a mayor.
And married to Cher, of course.
When he was the mayor, I think they'd already split up. But,
I think you're right.
Yep.
Sonny Bono. William Cott, born on this day, 1951.
You lost me again on that
one. What if I were to say, believe it or not, walking on air.
The greatest American hero.
Greatest American hero.
Yeah, there
Curly-headed William Cott, born on this day, 1951. Ice-T, not the drink.
No.
But the rapper and
actor.
Law and Order.
No, he's done a lot of things.
He's peddling some kind of car insurance thing.
Right. He's done well.
He's done well. That's true. He's come a long way since Cop Killer.
I know.
Nobody kind of remembers that one. He's now portraying a cop on TV.
I think there was some rub on that when he first started doing that on TV. Some people got mad about it. Yeah.
John McEnroe, born on this day, 1959.
He's still fussing at umpires. Yeah.
You cannot be serious.
That's right.
Mark Price, born on this day, 1964. Best known for being the guy that Michael Jordan shot the pull-up jumper that beat the Cavs.
Yeah, that's right.
He got posterized by Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
My computer RAM was spinning. It was coming back. Yeah. I knew the name,
Keith Gretzky, a lot of people don't even know he actually played hockey as well. That would be Wayne's brother.
Younger brother.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. Not quite as good as Wayne. No. 1967. Jerome Bettis, born on this day. 1972. The Bus. Played at.
You talking about pro?
College.
I know he played for Pittsburgh in the pros, but college.
He did play. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't keep up with Notre Dame. Never have. Yeah.
They were good. I mean, that was those Lou Holtz teams.
Yeah, that's right.
Back in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They were. That was past. I think he was like maybe one of those early 90s teams after they had won a national title in 88. And Elizabeth Olsen, born on this day, 1989, Scarlet Witch, if you're an Avengers fan. Not so much.
No, that's
one of the, Ashley, Kate, and Mary, or Ashley and Mary Kate, those are her sisters.
Right.
But she actually ended up maybe the most talented one of the bunch.
Making the big movies.
It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a great weekend, everybody. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
He is Scott. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.